Hey, it's David and Kate.
Maybe you're someone who has lost and regained the same 5, 10, or even 20 pounds over and over. And maybe you've noticed so many people that are struggling with their weight and the lack of energy. They're wanting to feel better, but they keep trying things that don't work or that don't last.
We're going to share with you the 3 reasons why people fail at their weight loss and fitness goals and how you can avoid them. But first, we have to share with you the real problem that we're facing in our society.
So 7 out of 10 people in the US are now overweight, and obesity, diabetes, and heart disease continues to increase. Our culture of dieting and stress has abused our hormones and metabolism to the point where weight loss is nearly impossible for some people.
We're on a mission to help people with the health issues that are stealing their life away. We help busy people lose weight, reduce stress, and increase their energy so they can more fully enjoy life. Now, the tips we're going to share with you in this video are just some of the ways that we help people to lose weight and to reach their goals. But next week at a special event, we're going to share a lot more tips and solutions, and you can attend that event for free. I'll tell you more about that at the end of this video.
But first, let's take a look at the 3 reasons why people are failing at their weight loss goals and how you can avoid them.
I've struggled with balancing my work, my family, and my fitness.
David helped me sort all that out.
I lost 35 pounds.
I've lost a total of 80 pounds.
I lost over 30 pounds.
I've lost over 90 pounds, and I have a whole new outlook on life.
But David and Kate have truly changed my life.
All right, I am excited to share this with you guys today. The other day I posted on Facebook asking, would it be helpful if I recorded a video with the 3 reasons why people fail at their weight loss goals and how you can avoid them? And about 100 people, commented and liked it and said, yeah, please share. And I sat down thinking I was going to create a short video. But as I started putting this together, I realized you deserve a solid foundation. I poured my heart into this, and it's a bit longer than I expected it to be. But if you can master the things that I'm about to teach you, you are ahead of 99% of the population when it comes to losing weight, gaining muscle, and reaching your health and weight loss goals. So if you're watching this and you're in a place where you're distracted or you can't focus, then I would stop watching it right now. But if you are ready to learn and you're ready to change, then grab something to take notes with and let's go. All right, the first reason is that people make mistakes and fail is they misunderstand and abuse their metabolism. Most people have this simplistic view that if you want to weigh less, just eat less. And the less food you eat, the faster you'll lose weight. You may have heard this before, calories in, calories out. Then how come so many people can't lose weight? Because they have abused their metabolism. Our culture of dieting and stress has abused our hormonal balances and metabolism to the point where losing weight is nearly impossible for some people. Now, but I ask you, what is metabolism? Most people think metabolism is how my body burns calories. You just have to rev it up to lose weight. You've probably heard this and you may have believed this, but I have to tell you this is wrong. That's not what your metabolism is. Your metabolism is your hormones. And if you can take the time to understand metabolism, it will change your life. It is absolutely incredible how much food I can eat and the variety of foods that I can eat and enjoy and still stay thin, fit, and trim at 180 pounds, okay? With much less effort and struggle than I did in the past. And to feel the way I do, to feel that energy, consistent energy, to sleep as good as I do, to have that that balance is incredible, okay? So let's talk about metabolism. And I felt like you deserve to have a bit of a understanding of metabolism. So you may be wondering, well, what do hormones have to do with anything? Your metabolism is controlled by dozens of hormones. Hormones tell your body what to do with food, whether to store it as fat or to burn it as fuel. Hormones tell your body to consume your energy stores, like your fat, and how to boost or shut down other parts of your body. Now, I'm going to talk briefly about 6 of the hormones that control your metabolism. Don't worry, we're not going to get all scientific-y here. Just felt like you deserve to know this. So your thyroid, T3 and T4 hormone, regulates the speed of calorie burning. That actually is what a lot of people think of as their metabolism. So, you know, how quickly you burn through food. A lot of it's controlled by that. Leptin is a hormone that controls whether your body burns fat for energy or not. Testosterone, it boosts your energy levels, it boosts your sex drive, and it helps to grow muscle. But cortisol works against it. And a lot of things. Cortisol is your stress hormone, makes it harder to lose weight and harder to lose or to gain muscle. Estrogen is a great hormone. It's actually produced in men and women, and too much of it, though, can contribute to belly fat. And then insulin. Insulin is good for taking energy, too much energy out of the blood and putting it back in muscles. But when you have too much sugar in your blood, insulin is bad because insulin takes all that sugar in your blood and stores it as fat. When insulin is released, you can pretty much kiss away losing any body fat. It pretty much shuts down the burning of body fat. So these are just some of the hormones that control your metabolism, okay? So you got to start thinking, okay, now guys might be thinking, hey, I'm a guy, this doesn't apply to me. If you're thinking that, you're dead wrong. Whether you're a guy or a girl, your weight has everything to do with your hormones. Because here's the truth, hormones control almost every aspect of how we gain weight and how we can lose it. So you might be thinking, well, what's wrong with my hormones? Here's the deal. Our hormones are influenced by millions of things in our environment and our diet. Everything from processed foods to pesticides to lack of sleep, excess stress. Any disruption can cause an imbalance. Imbalances are what make you fat and make it difficult to lose weight. But it's not all bad news. I've got some good news for you. You can move these hormones in the right direction based on the foods you eat, the exercise you do, and the sleep you get. And with the right foods, you can fix your metabolism to work with you instead of against you. You can choose the foods that trigger your weight loss hormones. You can increase your energy levels and lengthen your life. And you can prevent cancer and other diseases. Now here's the deal. Diets, and when you really cut your calories out, they screw up your hormones, they age your body, and they make you fatter in the long run. So let me give you a couple. Here's 3 foods. You might want to write these down. 3 foods that you can eat to boost your thyroid hormone. Okay, the one that regulates the speed of calorie burning. Almonds, whole grains, and avocado. Your body literally needs nutrients from these foods to produce your T3 hormone, which is needed to produce your T4 hormone, okay, your thyroid hormone. So if you're just thinking like, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to cut my calories way down and I'm going to cut all these foods out of my diet, well, eventually you're going to run out of the nutrient you need for your thyroid, okay? So I eat almonds almost every day. I eat whole grains almost every single day. And I eat avocado probably 3-4 times a week, okay? So those are 3 great foods to boost your metabolism. Here's how you want some foods to avoid. Sugar. The average American eats 30 teaspoons of sugar a day. That's 114 pounds of sugar a year. And like I said, when that gets into your bloodstream, blood sugar bomb, insulin is released, you've stopped losing body fat. Okay, you've stopped burning it. All that exercise you just did, yeah, it just stopped burning body fat because you ate a bunch of sugar. So the problem is, well, let me get to the problem in a second. Your goal is to keep this as low as possible, right? And the problem is, sorry, getting ahead of myself. The problem is sugar is everywhere. But here's another tip. So you want to reduce sugar in your diet, but this includes fruits, okay? This is where a lot of people go wrong because we're told to eat 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. So people are like, okay, I've been eating like crap. Let me just start eating tons of fruits. Let me start doing juicing diets and all this stuff. And guess what? Fruit has a lot of sugar in it. Okay, it's called fructose. That's a form of sugar, naturally occurring sugar. And so when I was really going through P90X, eating about 1900 calories a day, I only ate one fruit a day. Once you get up to like 2200 calories or more, then about 2 servings of fruit a day are fine to keep your sugar levels low. Here's the problem: sugar is everywhere. And these are just some of the 20 other names for it that you'll find on labels. Okay? Things like corn syrup and dextrose and lactose, maltose, glucose, right? Things that you might not realize that this is a sugar in this food. You'll find some of these even in bread. You'll find bread that says whole grain, but then you look at it and it has high fructose corn syrup or other kinds of syrups in it. Okay, so the problem is sugar is everywhere, and that's why people are consuming 30 teaspoons a day. They don't realize it. They probably think, oh, I don't eat that much. You're probably thinking that now. I don't consume that much. But I bet you'd be surprised how much sugar is in the foods that you're eating. Okay, so here's the deal. When you learn to eat and live in a way that balances your key hormones, your weight loss battle is won before you even start your workout. And in our Fit for Life nutrition plan, we help people learn more about hormones and help you get your metabolism working again. We provide the 6 foods to avoid and foods to eat to balance your hormones. And our meal plan follows these principles and takes the guesswork out of it for you. In the Fit for Life Challenge, this is where we teach you how to get your hormones balanced by changing your habits in the grocery store and at the kitchen table. Because you know what? It's not as simple as just providing a plan and you're done. You've got to change habits. We focus on removing the toxic crap that's damaging your endocrine system. Your endocrine system is the system that releases hormones, okay? And when you have crap that's in your food, you're turning on your fat-storing hormones. We teach how to restore the nutrients that help your fat-burning hormones and rebalance your hormones so you have energy in your body, right, that works for you and turns your body into a fat-burning machine. So just imagine this. You're following our plan, you're losing weight and feeling good, and your hormones are at optimal levels. What does it look like when your hormones are at optimal levels? Your metabolism starts cranking, your body maintains a healthy weight with much less effort, your belly flattens, your skin is clear and radiant, your hair and nails are strong, your eyes are bright, your senses are keen, not dulled, and you don't suffer from excessive hunger or crazy cravings, and you get cut and lean. Sounds pretty nice to me, doesn't it? That's what it's like when your hormones are balanced. All right, let's go into the second biggest mistake that people make is their approach to nutrition is backwards. There is way too much focus on the workout. I get that question all the time when people see me and saw that I lost all this weight. It's like, well, what workout did you do? I hardly ever get the question, well, what nutrition plan did you follow, right? Here's the deal. I've said it before. You've seen it in my P90X transformation video on YouTube. I said, hey, the thing I discovered was abs are made in the kitchen, right? Well, when it comes to losing weight, 70% of your results will come from your nutrition. The other big problem people have is they're deceived by the supplement industry. Many people put way too much focus on supplements. There's been years of advertising, millions of dollars have skewed people's view of what produces results. Okay, now how much can supplements help? They can boost your results, but they cannot make up for a poor nutrition plan. Many supplements are an unnecessary expense. Okay, that's the truth. What about meal timing? There's been a lot of emphasis recently on meal timing. Some people are obsessing over it. Should I eat, should I eat 2 to 3 times a day or 5 to 6 times a day? Even I did intermittent fasting for about 6 to 8 months. And intermittent fasting, if you don't know what that is, it means that you shorten your eating window, that you eat all your food in 4 to 8 hours a day. So typically someone doing intermittent fasting, they cut their breakfast and they eat from like 10:30 is their first meal, 10:30 a.m., and their last meal is 6:30 p.m. Why? Because when you're not eating, it allows your insulin levels to lower, and that allows your body to start burning body fat. Now, meal timing is good, but it's still not the most important thing you should focus on. And a lot of people who focus on intermittent fasting and meal timing aren't even covering the most important things, which I'm going to tell you about in just a second. One more tip on meal timing. Here's what I've learned, okay? Here's what I've learned, guys, over the last, 3-4 years now, is eat when it's convenient for you. Eat when it fits your schedule. 2 to 3 meals a day can be just as effective as 5 to 6 meals a day. I have done it. I have done both. I have lived both. Okay, I've lived both lifestyles of eating meals frequently every 3 hours, as well as just 2 or 3 big meals. And you can get the same results from either one, okay? So if you've got a busy work schedule or whatever, do what works for you based on your schedule, all right? Don't worry about it. Okay. Here are the 3 most important parts to your nutrition plan for fat loss and muscle growth. Number 1, your fuel. How many calories you're actually eating. Number 2, balance. What is, the balance of your macronutrients? You've probably heard people say, what are your macros or your macro ratios? The balance. And variety. The variety of foods you're eating. We call those micronutrients. Let's take a closer look. Fuel is your calories, how much food you're eating. Macros are your protein, carbs, and fat. And micros are your vitamins and minerals. Okay? So here's what they all mean. Here's what they do. So calories determine if you actually lose or gain weight. Again, considering that your hormones are balanced or somewhat working. Macros determine if the weight that you lost or gained is muscle or fat. Okay? So yeah, you don't just want to lose a bunch of weight, you want to lose fat. You want to maintain as much muscle as possible. Macros determine if you have the proper nutrients in your body for everything to function, including your metabolism, your organs, the hormonal balance, sleep, if you're going to sleep well, cravings, and if you're going to be able to break plateaus. Sometimes a nutrient deficiency is all that's holding you back from breaking that plateau. Now, the biggest mistake with calories is people want to lose weight so they undereat, causing their metabolism eventually to grind to a halt. They might have seen results in the beginning, but now they're not seeing any. I went to get my hair cut the other day, and the lady cutting my hair, she looked so tired. She looked worn down. She's a mom of 2 kids, and we talked about working out. Of course, it always happens. It always comes up wherever I go. And she said, I cannot lose weight. I've been going to the gym consistently. I just can't lose weight. And I asked her what she's eating. It turns out she's only eating about 800 calories a day. And I told her, I said, you're starving yourself. And she says, no, I'm not. I'm not hungry. And I said, yeah, but you're starving yourself. No, I'm not doing it on purpose. And I said, yeah, you may not be doing it on purpose, but you're starving yourself. Right? She was in such a denial about the food she was eating. She felt like if I'm not hungry, then I shouldn't eat. And the problem is her metabolism has slowed down so much, her body has reduced her appetite, and her metabolism is at a halt to where even though she's only eating 800 calories a day, she's not losing any weight. And she had plenty of weight to lose. So many people do that. Now here's the deal. Your body actually needs calories for your pituitary gland to produce TSH. That's a hormone that kickstarts your thyroid. Okay? So let's talk about calories. Your body needs calories every day for 3 reasons. 1, your resting metabolism. This is just energy used while you're resting for your normal organ and body functions, right? Your daily activity, that's walking, sitting, anything that you do on a regular basis. And exercise, depending on the intensity and the length. Now, for your resting metabolism, it's typically your weight in pounds times 10. So if you're 200 pounds, it's 200 times 10, that's 2,000 calories. That's what your body needs just to maintain its weight with you resting. Your daily activity, accounts for another 10 to 30%. Typically, somebody sitting at a computer all day long, they burn about another 20% in calories. So if you're 200 pounds and your resting metabolism is 2,000 calories a day, add another 20%, that's 400. So now you're at 2,400 calories a day just to maintain your weight. And then you exercise. Okay, exercise, you're going to burn anywhere from 300 to 1,000 calories depending on how hard you work and the length. So if you want to lose weight, you want to eat less than the amount of calories it takes to maintain your weight. You just don't want to cut it too low. So the goal of this video is not to go deep into calories, but I'm just going to give you, I'll do a whole separate video on that, but the goal is to just give you some guidelines, okay? Because if you're somebody that's been under eating, I just want to help you out here and give you these general goals, okay? For men, I recommend no less than 1,800 calories a day. And again, if your goal is to lose weight, no more than 2,400. Now, there are extreme exceptions, but even a big guy can handle a bigger calorie deficit, and I think can do very well at 2,400 calories. Again, these are guidelines generally for people that are starting out or are out of shape. Somebody who's really fit could easily eat more calories than this. Not less, more. For women, I recommend no less than 1,200 pounds. Even if you weigh 90 pounds, I recommend, did I say 1,200 pounds? I meant 1,200 calories. I recommend no less than 1,200 calories, no matter how much you weigh as a woman, okay? Your body needs it. Your brain, your organs need at least 1,200 calories to function. Your hormones need it. And a maximum of 1,800. Again, somebody who's super fit could easily eat over 1,800 calories. Kate, my wife Kate, she generally eats anywhere from 1,600 to 1,800 calories, okay? So guys, if you're thinking out there, oh, I'm going to eat 1,200 calories, you're joking, right? Okay. Let's talk about macronutrients. Again, I told you this video, it's going to be, I'm going to give you a solid foundation, and here we go. So macros, protein, carbs, and fat. I'm going to make this simple for you, okay? Most people reduce their carbs and their fats too much. They just think, I got to eat protein, and what happens in the long run is they run out of energy, their workouts suffer, they wreck their metabolism, and they can't stick to the plan, okay? Macronutrients, like I said earlier, the proper balance determines if you're going to lose or gain muscle or fat. And you need all three of them for a proper diet. Also, I have to mention just quickly, you need fiber. And 20 to 25 grams of fiber per day at a minimum. Those typically fall under carbs, so that's why they're covered here in this section. Now you may be wondering, what's the proper ratio of carbs, protein, and fat? This is a general guideline. Again, this video is not going deep into this, just covering the basics for you to make sure you've got it. But this is what has worked best for me and the majority of people that I coach. Okay, there's all kinds of other options out there. I have tried lean gains. I've tried, that with intermittent fasting. I've tried all kinds of different approaches. This is, every time, this is what works best. To get super lean, 40, 40, 20, 40% protein, 40% carbs, 20% fat. When gaining muscle, like if you're bulking up, you're doing something like Body Beast, 25, 50, 25 worked really well for me. Okay. 40, 40, 20 also works really well for Kate. Even if she tries to go under that, like 30% protein, she doesn't get the same results. When she boosts her protein levels up to 40% is when the magic happens and the weight comes off. Okay? So, you may be thinking, how do I calculate these percentages? Just grab MyFitnessPal, the free app and the free website, and just put in the foods that you eat, and it'll calculate these percentages for you. It's awesome. I recommend you do this try it for a week, track your food, and it's going to help you a lot. All right, let's look at the benefit of balanced macros. Basically, if you have them balanced, you can lose body fat and gain lean muscle, getting that lean and cut look. Sounds nice, right? Micronutrients. Okay, these are probably the ones that you've heard of the least, so I'm going to take a little time to educate you on what they are. So there are 27 essential daily micronutrients. that are recommended by the FDA that we eat on a regular basis. These are a list of them on the screen, things like vitamins and minerals and other nutrients. Here's the biggest mistake that people have. When dieting, many people eliminate too many foods from their diet and they don't get enough variety. And this study that I'm going to share with you is going to shock you. Findings from a 2010 Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found, they studied these diets like Atkins and South Beach and Best Life. They found all of these diets failed to deliver 100% sufficiency for the 27 essential micronutrients when followed as recommended by the daily menus. Okay? This is using whole foods alone. They also found that 6 of the micronutrients were consistently low or non-existent in all 4 diet plans. And a typical dieter on these diet plans would be 56% deficient in obtaining what they recommend, what the government recommends of those, and 15 of the 27 micronutrients were lacking. Okay? Now you may be thinking, oh, okay, I've got this, just add a multivitamin in. Well, unfortunately, multivitamins do not work. Here's a very recent article in USA Today from a very recent, it's just published like a few months ago, medical journal, case closed against vitamin pills. Basically, medical experts are saying that the case is closed, like there's no reason even studying them anymore, and consumers can stop wasting money on them because they have no proven benefits. And they found time and time again, they are not working. Okay? Why? Because a multivitamin is a synthetic chemical created in a laboratory. Your body just sends it right through in your urine. If you've taken a multivitamin, you've noticed your urine turns bright yellow, right? Your body's just passing it right through. The right approach is you need to get your vitamins from fruits and vegetables. And you need a variety of them on a daily basis. Not just eat, a banana and orange, but you got to have a variety. And you want to get a variety based on the color of the fruit and vegetable. The FDA recommends 5 to 9 servings a day, which again is difficult. You also run into the issues of having too much sugar if you eat that much fruit. You'll also want to avoid pesticides and get organic. Why? Because it messes with your hormones. Okay? That's why you want to avoid pesticides and go. So you want to go to farmers markets. Now, here's another look at the fruits and vegetables, what they do, and the antioxidants that you'll receive from them that help cleanse your body. Okay, my solution, our approach with Kate and I, is we drink Shakeology. Now, this video is not a Shakeology promotion or anything. I just want you to know where it fits into our nutrition plan. Okay, Shakeology helps to make sure that we get our daily micronutrients every single day. It also helps with your macronutrient goals, getting enough protein and carbs and fats. Shakeology does a lot of amazing things that I'm not going to go into this video. I just wanted you to know where it fits, with a proper nutrition plan. So here's the benefits of having your micronutrients balanced. Okay, it helps with your hormones. It boosts your metabolism. You don't suffer from excessive hunger or cravings, right? A lot of times cravings are these micronutrients, and we go out there and stuff our face with burgers and fries and pizza and chocolate trying to satisfy those cravings when really our body wants to be nourished and it needs that micronutrient. You're going to have better quality sleep. You're going to have increased energy from the food you already eat without a bunch of stimulants like caffeine and crap. You're going to have better digestion. Your skin is going to be clear and radiant. Your hair and your nails are strong. Your eyes are bright. Your senses are keen, not dulled. Okay? Those are the benefits of having your micronutrients on a daily basis. All right, I know that was a lot to cover. And let me simplify things for you and make this easy, okay? We have a Fit for Life nutrition plan that takes the guesswork out. It simplifies things for you. It'll help you with how to determine the right calorie goal and when to change things up to break plateaus. It also has meals that cover the right balance of foods to boost your metabolism, to balance your macronutrients and your micronutrients. All right, third biggest mistake that people make, and this is probably the most critical, that will derail anyone from following a plan, is they deprive themselves. They believe that they must give up everything. Here's the problem is people have developed years of habits of instant gratification and indulging in the things they like. Yet they think they have to give it all up when they go on a diet to be healthy and lose weight. So they try to rely on willpower and motivation and go without. But here's why they fail, and why in almost every situation they go back to their old habits and indulgences. We live in a society where we're connected. Birthdays, social gatherings, parties, happy hour is what pulls people back in. They don't want to give up and become a hermit. They don't want to be, giving all that stuff up. That, as well as stress eating, poor planning, is what causes people to relapse. And the problem is when they slip up, they feel guilty, which makes the problem worse. And they attempted, this is all because they attempted a diet instead of adopting a lifestyle that they can maintain. So one of the things that we teach people when we're coaching someone is you got to reward yourself. You got to have a lifestyle that you can maintain. And it's okay to eat your favorite food or drink periodically, right? If you want a simple rule, follow the 90-10 rule. Eat clean 90% of the time and whatever you want 10% of the time. And guess what? It works, because Kate and I have done this since the beginning, 3 years ago, when we started our transformations. We have consistently had a reward meal, okay? There is no need to feel guilty. If your nutrition plan allows you to enjoy your favorite foods, again, in moderation, you can plan rewards and not feel guilty. Now, caution, I do have to warn you, don't let a reward meal turn into a whole day of binging or a whole weekend of binging, okay? Enjoy everything in moderation, then get back to eating clean. Now, in our Fit for Life nutrition plan, we provide a specific schedule for when and how to execute reward meals without gaining weight. And we provide calorie guidelines to boost your metabolism without overdoing it. So specifically, like how to do a reward meal, how much you can eat without completely undoing all of your results from that, that week. And of course, this is a little more advanced, but why it's important to do them for your hormones, especially if you need to break a plateau or you want to get really lean and get a six-pack.
All right, I hope that was helpful to you. These are just a few of the ways we help people stick to their health and fitness goals. Next week, we're hosting a free webinar to provide more tips and solutions and share a simple plan that you can follow to have more success.
You may think that you've tried it all and seen it all, but you've never seen anything like this before. These tips and solutions will surprise you, and one in particular will totally shock you. It's my personal favorite. So make sure that you register for the free webinar by going to symbioticfitness.com/challenge. That's symbioticfitness.com/challenge. And I know it's sometimes hard to spell, so I'm going to put the link in the description of this video as well. Go ahead.
So we invite you to attend to our sorry.
Spit it out,
Dang
girl.
it. We invite you to attend to our web.
I think she wants to invite you to attend our free webinar.
Come as our guest, just be there.
Thanks for watching.
I struggled with a huge lack of confidence. I never took care of myself.
I struggled with depression.
Kate has helped me change my life.
I was able to lose 25 pounds and gain my body back.
I dropped 5 dress sizes.
I lost 70 pounds and got my life back.